Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm speaking to you. You are a star born on the 26th of May. That's who you are because you have so many attributes. You have a brain which is perfectly wanting to communicate all the time, and it takes on learning process very, very quickly. You have planets that make you very inventive, and you have planets that make you very creative as well. You have all that going for you. You could be a professional in any way, whether it's a lawyer, doctor, dentist, whether it's a professional like an architect, whatever, because you will like the process of learning. Yes, you can be a very hands on person because you like to learn things quickly, experience them quickly by experimenting them rather than sitting down and looking at books and reading them all day because the brain activity of yours is very visual. So don't worry if you don't like books so much. Try to do everything hands on, experiment with it, and you will see that your creativity will come up wonderfully well for you. You have to be careful that sometimes your self confidence can drop, and that would be because, excuse me, that would be because you may not be prepared for things and you suddenly lose confidence and you become intimidated. So always prepare for whatever you have to represent. It's very important. Otherwise, this lack of self confidence makes you panic. You could be a business person anytime, going into the business of import and export, because born on the 26th of May, you'll want to travel a great deal, and that travel will include doing business as well. All that can work wonderfully well for you. You like to be popular and you like to make a name for yourself by representing the talent you have in terms of creativity and imagination. And that can also happen. You have a character and personality which is very quick about everything. But be careful that in serious ways of relationships or partnerships in business, don't be in a hurry. You get excited quickly and you go for it very fast. Try to do some research, ask for advice before you get into any kind of commitment for any type of partnership. That would be a good thing for you. I'm going to give you some ages now. These ages represent your milestones in life where certain important things will happen. The first set of ages I'm going to read to you, they are your positive ages. You can look forward to them. They are going to give you many opportunities, and the result will be success. So, for you, your positive ages are the age of 5, 14, 23, 32, 41, 50, 59, 68. 70, after 68, 77, and then 86 or 95 age. So when you come to these ages, or when you approach these ages, get ready for very high rated success, whether in job, whether in business, whether in your love story of romance and marriage and family, or just having the success come to you so easily. I'm going to give you some negative ages, which are also milestones, but which can produce unhappiness, being defeated, and just being unlucky. Be careful. At the ages of 7, 16, 25, 34, 43, 52, 61, 70, 79, 88, or 97. Any of these ages can produce a lot of issues or problems, whether in the job, the business, the finances, whether in the love story of romance or marriage and family, or whether even in health and accidents included. If you see me one day for a 90-minute session, when I have your full date of birth, and I'll have the ability to have your time of birth as well, and I'll have the chance to read your palms, then I will give you many positive ages and negative ages. In fact, I will go through the calendar very quickly for your next 9 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. But let's come back to you. You have a personality which is always very vibrant. And that vibrant personality makes you a great salesperson, a creator, and a person who can bring about ideas of imagination. You can be very lucky in the food and beverage business. You can be very lucky in doing anything of travel and at romance areas. You can even set up a dating event if you like, because you are a promoter. And the way to promote is very nicely for you, easy for you, because you come up with gems of ideas. You have to control your temper because sometimes, like everybody else, you may be feeling under pressure. And when your temper goes out of control, try not to say a word because when you try to speak, that's when the main damage is done. So don't say a word, let the problems cool down, even if it takes a few days, and then come back to negotiate. And that's how you will do much, much better. You have to be a bit careful of the sea. The sea can be a dangerous place for you. If you love the sea and wish to go boating and wish to go swimming in the sea, make sure that you have people around you who can keep a watch out for you. Because born on the 26th of May, some problems from the sea may come to trouble you. It's a wonderful horoscope to have, especially the areas of travel. And secondly, the foundation that you want to create for yourself. You have very fast, quick planets to give you quick ways of success, which will come and go. But you also have secure planets, which give you long term possibilities of giving a bonding with people long term, partnerships long term. And you will want to stick to a career sometimes for long term. But you are quite a restless horoscope. And this restlessness will want you to go back to study now and then, back to university, back to colleges, to keep up with the changeability of today. So you are that wonderful person. Regarding romance and marriage, it's better that you marry later than earlier because you're going to have trouble if you marry earlier. You may not be ready for it. And suddenly, after marriage, you'll find that your career becomes more important. Your business wants to be more important. And that's where the regret will come. So take your time and go later. I'll be able to give you the date of when to marry, the calendar, I mean the age. But I will need your full date of birth, your time of birth as well, and the palm. The palms are very special to be read. For example, yesterday, 350,000 babies or more were born. Oh, yes, in one day. They can't all have the same passage in life because they'll all have different palms, every single one of them. Their palms will be different from the others because they have a soul that is different. So you see, reading palms will be a very good thing that I will read for you. Palms do change. Who changes them? Is the soul who changes them. And talking of the soul, I will show you how to let the activity of the soul become earlier than later. Most of us, we only get the activity of the soul in our late 50s and 60s and 70s of ages. I'll show you how to activate the energy to get this much earlier. Within 2 weeks or so, you'll start feeling that all that energy from 2 weeks or so after seeing me and me teaching you all these energies. If you like to play lotteries, I'll show you how to formulate your lotteries as well. Well, to come back to you, these inventive planets, I attach them to the internet and information technology, and they are very active with you. You've got to get into the mainstream of the internet and learning about computers. You're going to be a very clever and successful person because you learn it very quickly. And the creative planets will help you to use it for the creative side. And the inventive planets will help you to use it for the inventive side. And of course, the communication comes to you so easily. So start to learn all about information technology and you'll do well. Well, you are one of those persons who will start a bit slow in life. But as you get a bit older, you will get luckier and luckier. And when you see me for a personal session, I will tell you the ages and the cycles, how they work. The good cycles, the bad cycles, how they will come and go for your next 9 years so that you can have the next 9 years fully under your control. You're a very compassionate person. Don't get carried away. People will be, there are more than enough people who will look for you to get your help for this, get your help for that, your relatives and everybody else. Don't forget yourself. You have to be selfish as well to get your own life to be progressive. Don't just give it all away to the people you love or people you care for. Give them a part of it and keep the rest so that you can progress as well. Otherwise, you see that helping everybody, you are left behind. And then you'll realize that you'll have to start everything too late. So remember that. Well, I look forward to one day you coming to see me. This is my email. Send me this email and let's have a 90-minute session. All it will cost you is USD $50. I will talk to you about all the things that I've mentioned, the energies as well, including your lucky colors and lucky gemstones and lucky days and lucky directions, all those energies, which will help to make you a very successful and happy person. Well, there you go. Send me that and we'll get down to business. In the meantime, I wish you the best of life. Thank you. Goodbye.